Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Week 17 of the Benchwarmers. I'm your host, Eli Hamilton.
I'm your host, Rockney O'Rourke.
I'm your host, AJ.
And this is Week 17 of the Benchwarmers. Today's hopefully going to be a little bit shorter of an episode for y'all. We've got just some playoff action. We're not really worried about the minor bowl games yet. None of those really matter much. And then a couple transfer portal things going on.
Eli, every bowl game matters.
Does it, though?
It does.
Did you watch the one today? Do you
No,
know who
actually-
played?
I do know Washington
Idaho-
State, Utah State, and the Idaho Bowl.
Who won?
Yeah, fuck off, Rock.
Who
In
won?
the Potato Bowl.
Dang,
Actually.
AJ,
It's
we
not
made
the
it
Idaho
2
Bowl,
minutes
it's the
into this
Potato Bowl.
video.
Get it right.
What?
We made it
I didn't
a
say.
whole...
I didn't even say the bowl. I just said Washington
made
State
it
and Utah
35
State.
In the
seconds.
Idaho Bowl is what you said.
Yeah, but I couldn't even finish it before he starts saying it. Okay, calm
No,
down there,
no,
buddy.
You
AJ.
finished what you said.
AJ, 35 seconds into this video. That is a new record.
Listen, I don't take disrespectful to the bowls.
That's crazy. But, yeah, we'll hit some bowl games, playoff action, and then a couple transfer portal. We got a little madness going on in the portal. Several big quarterback names, everything else, and then some coaching changes that kind of were a little crazy. But we'll just dive right in this week and kind of go for it. So, starting with the playoffs, AJ, care to hold up our board? We're going to hold it up today because we ran out of good tape to carry it up.
I was like, what the- keep going.
No, you're good. I'm just enjoying watching you struggle. Okay. So, you want to start just top down, work our way?
Yes, because I can sew.
Introduce us, AJ.
I have JMU and Oregon right here. Oregon with a slightly narrow victory over JMU. I think only won by 20 points and all that, something like that.
Hey, but I
15?
will give them this. Of the two group of 5 teams that played, James Madison put up the better fight.
It's true.
We can agree there.
Exactly.
So final score was 51-34.
What was it?
17 points.
Ah, damn.
I think we all picked Oregon, but I was
I would
very
have made some money.
I was very wrong on my spread.
We were right.
We'd have made some money, right?
We were right about everything.
Easy on the hand. Easy on the hand.
But
Yeah.
what's up with the hand, AJ? The right hand?
So fat.
What'd
What
you do?
I was just balling a little too hard, and then my finger got sandwiched in between two heads. I felt like.
Yeah, it'll do it to you.
Balling too hard.
So
Not correct.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, that's not what. It's not what people would say, Rodney.
You balled in one game.
I did.
You balled one game?
One game. One game's crazy. I think that was like a 3-game stretch at least. At least.
No.
was it
Remember
though?
those massive two.
When you hurt your hand, you weren't doing shit.
back when I hurt my hand.
For like
I do- I
towards
do-
the middle, toward the beginning.
I do remember. Did I do 2 heat checks and they were nothing but net.
In the last game, yeah.
Finger still hurt like a biscuit, but hey.
Dang, we almost got him for 2 already. He's running it close this morning.
You said I'm rubbing it
That's
close,
different.
Eli.
Pause.
Apparently, if your hand's hurting.
And this morning.
Whatever. I don't know what time it is anymore. It's been a long one.
Atlanta.
But okay, back to Oregon, James Madison. So final score was 51-34. Oregon looked good offensively. I think we can all agree on that. Defensively,
JMU looked pretty good offensively.
they
too.
really did.
That first half, they drove down almost every time.
Yeah.
Had to go for it on 4th downs.
well, I'll be honest. If the trick play they did,
Mhm.
if they convert that for a touchdown, you're looking at was it 10-13 game?
It'd have been a 10-7 game, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, they would have had
Or
no. It'd have been
13-7 game.
It would.
It was 13.
No, 13-10.
No,
13-10.
Yeah, it'd have been 13 because it was 13-3.
Yeah, that's right. If
So-
he didn't decide to run in, he would have stayed outside the numbers. He'd have been in, but
Yeah, 100%.
whatever.
But
It is
overall,
what it is.
and I'll be honest, James Madison's leading rusher had 110 rushing yards. So, I mean, not what I expected out of a group of 5 team against Oregon. I know Dan Lanning was not happy after that game.
No, did you see the celebration?
Please slide my mic down. There we go. Which part?
No, so like every team, like when they won, they like had like the sticks.
Yeah.
And they flipped it on. Now, if you look at, let me see the other teams, like Alabama, Ole Miss, and Miami, they're over here like flipping it, like Oregon did this, flipped it, yay.
Well, I mean,
And
here's
you
my
can tell they just got chewed out.
here's my thing with this. So obviously Dan was mad. Dante Moore had a good game, but also a mid game at the same time. Yeah, you can set that down till we get to our next matchup. 2 interceptions. He kind of forced some passes. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of thought at the end, until Oregon kind of got that dagger, maybe James Madison was gonna make it interesting.
They won that. They won that second half.
They did.
28-17
They did.
was the second half.
And they looked good. It was that, I think that one touchdown in the beginning, like we said, they ended up getting a field goal off the trick play that worked. That was a momentum swing for Oregon.
Yep.
They shut them down there. Oregon went on to score 21 in the second quarter.
They let the foot off the pedal too. They
What was halftime?
halftime
43 or something like that?
I'm doing math. Hold up.
Or was it 34?
34 to 6.
I mean, I thought it was over. I thought it was going to be Tulane 2.0.
Well, technically it was.
Yeah.
over. It was just when you let the foot off the gas in that second half, and you're just trying to throw stuff, run to run. And
Right.
Just,
Well,
you
if
think
I
it's
look,
good, but
so
Malik Benson had a hell of a game, I will say.
let's see who's Benson. Yeah, damn. 5 catches, 119 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Had a 46-yarder. How about? I'm gonna be honest. I know Oregon. They won. They moved on. James Madison looked good. I mean,
You know what's funny? That's a team in your conference next year too that you're gonna have to play. That offense, UCLA's offense, you just played against right there.
yeah.
So
Because I mean, you get Alonzo Barnett.
now I think they're gonna have a little bit more.
Well, except they're gonna have Nico.
more spread options and more athletes.
True.
So I don't think they'll be running a wishbone anytime soon.
Well, I mean,
but
they ran Barnett. I mean, everybody came into that game. I thought he was a solid quarterback. He threw 273 for 2 touchdowns, and he had a rushing touchdown. So
with
I mean,
all those pressures too, which is crazy.
yeah, I thought he played fantastic. The running back, like we said, 17 carries, 110 yards. It's pretty damn good against Oregon. Some regular Power 4 teams did not do that against them.
No, it's the
And-
most other teams have scored, I think, against Oregon all season.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. I saw that somewhere. I'm pretty
I
sure.
think you're right,
That or
yeah.
total yards or something like that.
Yeah.
It's
Pretty sure
crazy.
you're right.
That's solid. And I mean, you look at their receiving game, pretty well spread across the entire board.
Checked out.
That Nick DeGeneiro dude was all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
He played really good for him. Like you said, on the Oregon side, Malik Benson had that crazy game. Jeremiah McClellan played good. And funny enough, they had DeCorian Moore back. I think Evan Stewart was available, but they chose to hold him out another game.
I don't think Buddy's gonna play all the rest of the
I don't
season.
think he will either. I think he either holds out or he declares for the draft, and I don't think he'll get picked up.
He's not declaring for the draft. He doesn't have that much film on tape.
I agree. But
Film on tape, same damn shit, AJ. What the hell? Film on tape. What the
who's
hell
Phil
are we
Monte?
doing? No, film on tape.
Oh, you said Phil Monte. I was like, who would the
Jesus.
like? Who are we looking at?
Who are we talking about? Famonte?
Phil Monte.
Yeah, Phil Monte.
Defensively, honestly, both teams had some. I mean, Trent Hendrick for James Madison had 10 tackles, had a TFL and a pass deflection. On the other end, you had how do you say that last name? Bryce Botcher. How would you say that?
Which one?
I'm not sure.
Where?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Which team?
He's
Oh,
Okay.
Bryce Botcher. Yeah.
He's
a
Botcher?
dual
Yeah.
athlete baseball star as well.
9 tackles, a pass deflection, one or half TFL. Both teams had some guys. I mean, really stood out. James Madison had the 2 interceptions. I don't think Dante Moore's not been turned over much this season.
No, once again, foot off the gas. It is what it is. You know.
Yeah, and Dan was quite pissed about that. And then you look at like kicking. James Madison's kicker, 2 of 3, which obviously one of those, it didn't really matter, but it could have made a 2-touchdown game. And just for points,
Not the first one he missed. He would have put up on the board first.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter.
But it would have helped us point spread and things like that, which I know that doesn't really matter for the team, but for everyone else. And then Oregon's kicker was just 1 of 1 on the day. But overall, I think it was a pretty good matchup. Autzen was rocking. The Duck had some good moments. But I think Oregon right now I think they opened as a
7.5 point.
No, it's down to 1.5 point favorite over Texas Tech. And we'll get into these games here in a minute, but I think Oregon's got to do a lot. So, you ready for moving to the next one?
Yep.
Care to hold the board up for 2 seconds?
Let's just do the other group of 5 while we're at it.
Go ahead and just drop down to it.
12, 11.
Good for me. Introduce it,
Am I close
AJ.
enough? Am I close enough?
You
Oh, damn, not close enough. Tulane at Ole Miss.
About how we expected it to go. Final score was 41-10. Sheesh is all I got to say. I'm going to be honest. The first half felt closer than it was.
Oh, it's 17-3.
It was 17-3. You
Tulane just
had
couldn't capitalize on the
yes.
Oh my.
Well, if we
jeez.
look at all
Couldn't
plays,
capitalize.
Tulane
Jeez.
got down to before the interception. They were on the Ole Miss 23, and the DB made a fantastic play, kills them. Then you look at why is this doing this? Go away. Sorry. Ole Miss turns around, scores. We expected it. They get down to the Ole Miss 37, go for it on 4th and 2, turn it over. Ole Miss ends up punting that series, but that's 2 times you're in Ole Miss territory. You walk away with no points. If they kick a field goal on either of those or they don't, throw the interception, you're looking at anywhere from 10 to 14, 6 to 14 versus 14-0. Then they finally hit that field goal, and it was just like punt, 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 and they couldn't get nothing going. But every time they had, I want to say at halftime, the yardage was almost identical. Like time of possession was identical. Like everything looked the exact same, if I'm not mistaken. And they were talking about it, how like the game feels a lot further than it was. Yeah, like right now, if you look at it, Ole Miss had 497 total yards. Tulane had 421. But the final score was 41-10.
Can't have 2 fumbles and an interception by a
Exactly.
quarterback.
Well, I mean, you look at Retzlaff on one of them, bro literally just dropped the ball.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, and that killed Tulane. But I don't know. I'm on the fence. What do you think, Rock?
I mean, just looking at it, I mean, it's just that I don't know. I didn't watch any of this game, so I have no idea. But
What was there to watch?
yeah, really. No, but when I first saw the final score, I thought it was the exact same score they had earlier in the year.
It was. It was pretty damn near.
And
It
I
was
just
45
looked
to
at
10.
It was 45 to 10. I was like, dang, that was close. But anyways, I mean, it just looks like they outgained them on the ground, maybe by 40 yards, and then passing by 40 yards. So it looks like it was a close offensive matchup, but obviously Ole Miss is just a lot better team.
Well, I mean, if you look at Ole Miss, period, Trinidad Chambliss went down with an injury. Looks like he just took a weird shot to the head. And even Kejuan Lacey. I think this could be interesting with Kejuan Lacey because he took a shoulder injury. I don't know if you saw that. AJ, did you get to watch that part?
I did not see the injury, but I know he did not return for the rest of the game.
He actually did.
But he went back out right after that.
Well, yeah, he went back in. Refused to wear I think it was Holly Rowe, I think, was on this game.
Nope.
Who was on it?
So, not Holly, though.
Either way, but she reported he refused the shoulder brace. Bro proceeds to get hurt 2 series later. Misses the rest of the game.
Probably has lingering shoulder issues. Might have loose sockets up there. Might have an AC shoulder sprain up there. Could have possibly dislocated, and they put it back in. They said, hey, wear this brace in case. And they was pumped up on adrenaline. He's like, no, I'm good. First time we went up there, got popped. He said, never mind, I'm not good.
I'm good. Well,
And they said it's probably a medical decision. Say, hey, we're going to keep him out, or else you will not have your star running back for the rest of the playoffs.
And I mean, he only had 15 carries. So I mean, I feel like that's not a great sign, but it's also, I don't know. That's a huge part of Ole Miss offense. So we'll see.
Well, he's got 2 weeks to recover, so I think he'll be fine.
We'll see how that rolls into Georgia. But then you look at, I mean, like you said, look into Tulane's side. Retzlaff threw for 306 and a touchdown, but he had an interception, and then he had 2 fumbles, and they lost both fumbles. And that'll lose you a ball game.
Sure.
I mean, that's all it comes down to.
By a significant amount.
Yeah. And I mean, do I think the final score represents Tulane's season? No. But they shot themselves in the foot. And then did y'all see Sumerall's Twitter the next day? Instantly changed his profile picture right to Florida.
He can get rid of that other phone, I'll tell you that.
I can't blame him, though. But Ole Miss will move on to play Georgia in the Sugar Bowl. Which one's next? Rockney, which one do you want to go with? We'll let you introduce this next one.
Miami game.
Oh, okay. Set the scene for us.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Oh, you go ahead, AJ.
No, you got it.
No, you got it.
You pointed them.
I'm pointing at it.
Yeah, number Miami went into Texas A&M at 12 o'clock, and that place was rocking.
Yeah, it was.
Especially the police, they were active.
Yeah, they were.
They were active. It was fun. We were, my brother was, reading that Twitter. He had it open the whole game.
Did you see someone brought eggs? Was chucking eggs.
You had it
Subject-
open
They
the
were
whole
chucking
game.
eggs.
Subject throwing
the
eggs.
second person
ejected.
Yeah. It was funny. It was the second person that got ejected or
It's
citation written or whatever it is.
Subject sees officer with the beer, puts beer down, walks away. Citation.
Uh-huh.
Or it's drunk male
Hang on.
talking to the wall.
Was it College Station Police Department?
Yeah. It's like drunk male talking to the wall. Subject gets taken to the friend. Friend is also drunk. Arrested. Both.
Texas A&M. This one?
No, not that one.
No. I got you.
I'm determined to find this now.
I already have it up. It's Aggie Police Department. Or something like that. But yeah, it was a great game. Though, other than that, it was honestly a
Texas A&M PD. Oh my
no
goodness.
Texas A&M
Public
police.
intoxication. Intoxicated subjects released to sober friend ejected.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so.
I love
You see
it,
this
bro.
next one, Eli?
Minor attempted
Yep,
to
read
buy
that.
2 Coors Lights using fake Georgia driver's license ejected. Responded to a subject who is sick, determined to be intoxicated, arrested. Subject throwing
Okay, we read the
eggs,
whole damn Twitter
ejected.
feed, Eli?
This is insane. Hey, did you see this one? 2 St. Arnold's lawnmowers, 1 Michelob Ultra, a nicotine vape, and a pack of Marlboro 100s in pocket. Citations issued and ejected.
Oh yeah,
That was definitely a Miami fan.
You could read these for days.
That had to be a Miami
There's-
Hey,
fan.
my,
there's-
my
there's some
cousin
good
went
ones.
there, so I'm hoping none of those were.
A&M
I
or
hope he didn't
Miami?
get ejected. You know what I'm saying? He was at the game.
A&M or Miami?
A&M. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he goes to
But so to the game,
See, look, hold on. Here's my favorite one. Section 128. Intoxicated subject found staring at a wall. Released a sober girlfriend. Ejected.
well, I don't
It's just staring at a wall.
staring at a wall, bro, had to be at. I wonder what these cops do. They're just like, guy staring at a wall. Let's go get him.
Yeah, I guess they're just looking for suspicious behavior or something. I mean,
Hey, well, at least they release them to sober friends.
Hey,
if the
that's
friend
fair.
is also sober.
Yeah, if.
ejected.
Okay. Well, I can say I don't blame the person for staring at the wall, considering the first half was 0-0. Absolute snooze fest going
Hey,
into halftime.
Snooze fest
you
is
were
stretch.
saying it was a snooze
it was a
fest.
good game, Eli.
It
I just like some good
because
defense.
I don't know, you should be used to this, Eli. You guys don't score that many points anyway. I mean, I don't see the difference. But anywho, Eli, when's the last time you scored 21 points in the first half other than Tennessee? My point exactly. So, anywho, this game was not a snooze. It was a defensive battle every time. I felt like it was
Notre
just
Dame did it in 6 minutes.
the trenches. The trenches. That's what it was right there. It was a trenches battle right there. He's going to pull up what? Marshall that you had 21 against?
Texas, we had 20 against Alabama, 16 against Georgia Tech. I'll
He
give you
said
that
the
one.
first quarter.
In the first quarter,
That's the first
What
half.
is-
That's the first half.
at least there was touchdown. It was
I said
0
first
to
half.
0.
First half.
was
Eli,
0.
first half. First half. First.
Texas.
Okay.
Please hold.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna keep going with my thing. It was a trenches game straight up. No one could get a rushing attack. Miami had 170 yards rushing. A&M at 89. Now you may think Miami had that edge on the rush. Well, the only reason they got that is towards the end of
Mark
the game.
Fletcher.
You had Mark Fletcher break off that 56-yard run.
Absolute
and
monster.
absolutely just took it all the way
That
through.
was crazy.
Hey, how about Mark Fletcher? 172 rushing yards by
Average
himself.
of 10 yards.
Absolute.
Now, that might have helped.
monster.
The average might have been helped out by that 56-yard long run, but
Still.
both defenses played absolutely great. I want to give a special shout out to Miami's defense too. Ruben Bain, Jacoby Thomas, absolute studs right there.
I also want to give a shout out to Malachi Toney. Bro fumbled, and they thought the game was over. And what did he do? Turn around, responded, and scored the game-winning touchdown.
In my opinion, too, on that final, the A&M defender easily could have pushed him out
Yep, and
3
he
yards
didn't.
behind the line, behind the line to gain a first down, and pushed him out of bounds. And they would have stopped the clock without the timeouts, and possibly could have only had to just get in field goal range. But see here, they still had a chance to win it, and Marcel Reed decided to force it on a non-fourth down play.
Well, not even that.
It is what it is.
Absolutely missed a wide-open tight end the play before. I mean,
Yeah,
Marcel Reed had a
he
couple
slipped
plays.
through, but I know if you throw that, you better hope he gets in. Why? Yes, I know that, but at the same time,
Well, here's my
you're
thing.
right. You're on the goal line. It's
He
not
had
like
time to hold that ball and then decide, hey, I'm going to throw it away. But no, he forced it. I mean, there was no
Oh, yeah.
way he was making that throw ever.
No.
I mean, the way the linebacker was in the first lane, the safety coming like in the middle of the field. He
Well,
was
he tried to thread it between the linebacker and the safety
Two
with
linebackers.
a corner already on the
Yeah.
defender. Don't get me wrong, he was open if you had a Joe Milton arm and you threw it 5 seconds earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe you can thread it in there. But I don't think even Joe Milton with that damn speed could
Well,
he
not
the
even
receiver
that.
would catch it.
He
go through
threw
his
it behind
helmet.
the receiver.
Exactly what I'm saying. He didn't throw it on
even-
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
And,
Unless he had
and
a
by
cannon
any
like
means,
that.
I'm not saying Marcel Reed's a bad quarterback.
No.
I think he's still underdeveloped. This is what, junior year? Probably will come back another year to
Redshirt
A&M.
sophomore, I think, but yeah, junior year, yeah.
The 2 interceptions, they weren't pretty.
No, that one interception was bad. Real bad. That's bad miscommunication, if anything.
Yeah, he's not a bad quarterback. I think it was just too big of a moment for him.
You know, in all their top matchups, he has no touchdowns but 7 turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get cleaned up.
Well,
and
and you look-
now you have your offensive coordinator leaving too.
Well, and he had 3 turnovers by himself on Saturday. 2 interceptions and a fumble that he lost. And I think, that was the difference in the game.
He looked really good in the first half too. I was thinking, okay,
it looked
now
solid.
they couldn't get that goal, the scores. Obviously,
Yeah.
you put a kicker out there, and he got his kick blocked because he decided to kick it right over the center's ass instead of chipping it when you're on the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about the kicking.
You gotta get a little 60-degree, right? Get a little flop-a-dop action. Don't you agree?
exactly.
Well,
bro.
considering that Texas A&M literally changed kickers in the middle of the game,
And it
was
worked.
the funniest thing ever.
It worked.
It did work. Well, because they had that whole segment in the middle of the game. It was like, Texas A&M has 3 kickers on roster, and they switch out between Zirkle and Bond, whichever one's kicking better that day. And I'm like, okay. And then you look over at
Which is
Miami.
dumb, but-
Carter Davis was one of the most consistent kickers this
But he wasn't
season.
supposed to start either.
Yeah, and he
Brett Auburn was supposed to. That's the funny part.
shanks 3 of them, which I understand. So what was the wind gusts?
Like, did you not see that first kick?
Oh,
The first kick, he aimed it like 3 paces outside the left. What I'm blanking on it. The left post.
Right.
There it is.
Wind's blowing to the right, and he hits it. And I thought I was gonna be in, like just by a sliver. No, the wind all of a sudden just
He goes, "Whoo!"
grabs it and yanks it to the
Yeah.
far right and missed it.
Which is
So, like,
wild.
And now you have to play that game like either you don't see the flag moving, you feel the wind.
Right.
Well, and
Now
on
you're
the
mentally
made field
overthrowing
goals,
yourself.
all of them, they were quite literally. It looks like me trying to hit a drive off the tee box. I'm aimed straight to the left, and my slice just goes woo,
No, that's him.
brings it back.
Talk about a slice. Talk about a slice.
I can't say a word. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't slice the shit out of the ball every time I hit it.
Every time it's stretchy, I'll give you that. For me, every time I'm on the tee box, yes.
But
Tee box. I've had a tee box.
side note, Phillip Rivers wearing a black helmet
What are we doing, Eli?
just feels wrong.
You know, lock in on what we're talking about.
I am locked in.
You're locked in on
Hey.
50-year-old grandfather Phillip Rivers right now?
What's wrong with that? It's pretty cool to
College
see.
football.
Hey, he could be my dad, and he's playing
You're right.
another game in the NFL. I love that. I love that. As we continue, but yeah. So and the A&M rushing game was non-existent.
It was
No,
not
you can
there.
get Ruben Bain, Armando Blunt.
I thought Ruben Bain wasn't going to be a factor. Aggie O-line.
Akeem and
Who is
Sador.
Ruben Bain?
Huh?
Who is Ruben Bain? They didn't even know who that was.
No, they knew who he was.
They
just
found
said-
out pretty
they
damn
just
fast
said
on
he wasn't
Saturday.
being a factor.
See, and I hate Miami.
But you got to give that O-line credit. You know who, because he's dealt with Will Anderson. He's dealt with James Pierce.
Mhm.
He's dealt with the top of the best first-round selections when it comes to SEC.
It's just not Ruben Bain.
Just apparently we couldn't handle Ruben
So
Bain.
okay, I have to ask, and I need to know. And this isn't. I don't want to open the whole can of worms. Who are you rooting for? Obviously, both of these teams are
this?
teams that are kept you out of the playoff.
Right.
Who are you looking at this game like? I hate this team.
I mean, for me, this is a pretty obvious answer because we have a history with the U. So it's I was
Convicts.
cheering for Texas A&M, and it was one of those things. It's like I did like Marcel Reed all year. We talked about him being Heisman favorite.
He was.
At least
one of
I
our-
did. I know he said it a couple times. I don't know how you feel about him now, but
I mean, he
you
was
know.
in all of our TikTok.
Yeah,
I think he should- I think he should- I think
I
he-
liked him all year, and I don't mind Texas A&M. They were fine. So I was cheering for them, and obviously it was a mistake to cheer for them.
He probably would have went to at least New York, but those final
Yeah.
final 2 games weren't too hot for him. So
Cost him. I agree.
especially that last game, never
Yeah,
cost him his
it
trophy,
really
but
threw him
not
off.
trophy, but his
The Texas
appearance. Yeah, that
Yeah,
Texas game,
it did.
that ruined his appearance.
Well, I'm gonna be honest too. And I think South Carolina hurt him too because it was a great moment, but he also had so many turnovers in the first half that I think it tanked his stats.
But
Because he
that's-
had a pretty clean
Oh
stat
yeah,
line.
but I think the second half when you come back out and you do absolutely that, and you only
Yeah.
have to score 3 when you score almost 40
Yeah.
and a half, and it's not like it's a Bowling Green or anything
Yeah.
like that. It's a straight up top
Yeah,
it.
'cause,
They get SEC team.
South Carolina, good or bad, they still
You don't. That doesn't happen.
Dylan Stewart and everyone else. They
Yeah.
have a good defense. So I mean, that was
you're human. You're never going to be perfect
Yeah.
all the time. So if you can eliminate being perfect or eliminate not being perfect for like a half a game and then come back and do what you did against South Carolina,
yeah.
that shows that he deserved to be in that Heisman talk the whole time. But
I
then
agree.
Texas and just Miami kind of threw it
So
away for him.
Miami will move on to play Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl in Arlington, Texas, and that will be the 31st at 7:30.
Hey, Eli, we'll fast forward move on. What'd you think about Carson Beck winning a playoff game right there?
I was impressed. I was quite impressed actually.
He actually didn't do that bad in my opinion.
No,
Did
I mean
he
it was
win that?
underwhelming. but
When the
it
defense,
wasn't bad.
I think it was
He
poor-
didn't turn it over.
I think it was poor play calling by Miami too. I feel like they could have taken
Well,
care
and
of
I'm
some
gonna be honest,
options,
when
but-
Mark Fletcher's running like he was, you don't.
no,
It's
no.
exactly what the broadcaster said in the fourth quarter. Because actually, it got a good kick out of Maddie. She thought it was funny, but he said, "You do not." In this scenario, you do not put the ball in Carson Beck's hands. You keep feeding Mark Fletcher.
I
And
agree,
Maddie's exact words were, "Man, Carson's so bad that they won't give him the ball in the fourth quarter."
No, I agree, but at the same time, you realize, at least in the first half specifically, you can't run the ball for 5 yards, run it again for -3 yards, and then decide to go for a long third down, try and pass it
I agree.
against this A&M defense. No, if you run the ball and you get it to a second and 2, go for a little pass, go for a little screen play, go for those RPOs that have gotten you to where you are. Don't try and just deep ball it or
No, I agree.
stick to the run game. Yeah.
Well, I want to say real quick as we move on to this next game, we had these two completely flipped in scores. We thought Texas A&M Miami was going to be a shootout. We were going based off the Notre Dame games.
I didn't
Both
think
were
it was
high,
going to be a shootout,
but both were high-scoring games. None of us expected 10-7. Then you look at this one. I can set the stage on this one. Number 8 Oklahoma, number 9 Alabama in Norman. Oklahoma jumped out to a nice 10-0 lead, or a 17-0 lead at one
17-0.
point. And here come the Tide right before half to tie the ball game. What happened?
I think it's that sloppiness. You can't have a special teams error when your kicker, punter, whatever you want to call him, grabs the ball and just drops it.
I wouldn't
Yo,
say
yeah,
he
no,
grabbed
I
it, bro.
can't-
Just dropped it.
Wait, I can't prove it, but he was doing something on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Was,
They're never gonna be able to prove that.
Was Vegas
but
involved
Maybe
on
some
that
drop
one?
kick
Nah.
type shit. I don't know what the hell he was
They're-
doing, but
you don't just drop it. And this was Abraham's theory, which was great. You know,
Abe
this
is
very-
Rodney's brother.
Yeah, my brother. Sorry, this is a very good and truthful thing. Probably is like when punters are practicing. You know how they practice? It's like they're doing their steps and then they don't kick their leg. You know what I'm saying? Like they go like 1, 2, 3 and then they drop the ball, act like they're gonna hit it to get their steps going. So Abraham was like, "That's just poor coaching. You know, you can't be doing that right before you go out there and hit a punt if you're not gonna forget to punt." But nah, I believe there's something else going on. Can't prove it.
Okay,
Probably not true.
But like
it's funny.
exactly what you just said. How many times do you practice that same motion?
Yeah.
100 times. He didn't even like it. It's different if you like fumble the ball. He takes 3 steps
He was in his motion.
and his leg misses the football completely.
No, he doesn't
No,
kick.
he didn't even move his leg.
kick.
He just
didn't
dropped
kick.
it.
He just
He dropped
dropped it and then just I gotta do this again.
It's funny because I couldn't see because I was driving home, so I just had my phone connected to my car, listening to it.
Yeah, and here's
And I heard it, and I was like, "Well, what happened?" I come back home, and I showed Rock and them. Me and him were thinking, was he trying to drop kick the ball or something?
Yeah. I was like,
what
going
kind of
on?
special team shit is this?
I was walking
Emphasis on the word special.
Smoky Stadium, and I was like, I'm literally sitting there waiting on Ruby to get off the little like train ride they had, and I'm just like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, but it was way too quick of a momentum change for Alabama.
That made it 14-0. That made it what? That made it 10-0.
It was 17-7.
That made it 10-17, and then literally the next drive, pick 6, 17-17.
That pick 6 was questionable too.
I don't know who
He
he
threw
probably
that
assumed he was coming back
right
or
to
what.
that Alabama.
Yeah, I didn't know what that pass was.
They cut to Brent Venables chewing that receiver out, but I mean,
Sure, it's Brent not what's his face?
it was Venables and then the other coach come
Okay.
over. But like, how do you? I understand running the wrong route, but if you're a Mateer, there's literally only a white jersey standing there.
Unless he didn't. The only thing I can think of is that the outside receiver did a stop and go. Like just full blown, was gonna come back, saw
Yeah.
there was no high safety, and was like, "Oh, I have him biting."
No,
so
there
bad,"
was-
and just
there was a whole thing behind him.
I'm just assuming.
No, I know.
I'm not. I couldn't care less what the hell the coverage was.
Yeah.
But I'm
Fair.
assuming from a receiver point of view, he stutters down, and as soon as he goes to open that hip up to come back to the ball, he sees him flying down, and it's like, "Oh snap! I can just pop it right here, the little window." And as he does that, he probably turns his head to say, "Hey, throw it to." Ball's already out of his hand.
Yeah,
He's
it
expected
was-
to come back.
You know, even if that is true for the receivers, like in these games that matter the most,
Gotta be
don't
on the
try to
same
play
page.
hero ball. Just do what you're told to do, and then it's gonna work out eventually. And even like you said, we don't know what he was thinking. And he
I don't know if
probably
it's
not what he's
miscommunication
thinking.
play
Right.
or what. Like
Yeah.
he's thinking something
but
else.
Even if that was true, it's like just do what you were told to do and run back on that route.
That's all you had to do.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's too much hero ball going on with some of these. And I'll be honest, and I don't, by any means, I don't want to shit on him because I think he's a good receiver. And this is looking at the NFL. Did y'all happen to watch Sunday Night Football last night?
Nope.
At all?
No.
Okay. Zay Flowers tried to get fancy with it, had a 10-yard pickup, cuts back, and is holding the ball like this, and Cle'Veon Chason punches the ball out. Ravens lose the game.
And he's a little dude.
And he was
can't
playing
hold the ball
great.
like
He
that.
was their leading receiver on the game. But he's trying to do too much. You had a 10-yard pickup, you get out of bounds. No, he cuts back, tries to do something more, fumbles the ball. I mean, that's it. You can't do that. And I feel like that's a common trend going on with a lot of receivers, college, NFL, doing way too much. Like, I understand if you think there's wide open, cut back, sit down, and run your route.
You know, I think needs to lock in for real.
Yeah, talking about receivers.
Let me talk about receivers real fast.
Who we locking in?
The guy who's getting locked in, or someone say locked up, Mr. Ryan Williams.
What did they say on the broadcast on Friday? You said you were going to bring it up on the podcast.
Oh, what did this is
I'm gonna
he
sit
has
back.
the most drops in college football this season. The most drops. So can I get a people for the people in the back who said my take was absolutely bizarre and wild in week 1? Where can I get a I'm sorry, AJ, you were right, because what I said, I said he was going to be overrated. He's not that good. And guess what? When he actually has coverage on him, he doesn't catch the ball.
Yeah.
And hell, he's open now.
No,
It's
no,
like
no. He does if it's a Georgia defender.
He's open in the second half of the season now, and he's dropping balls left and right. He can't hold on to anything. I mean, it's terrible. It's bad enough when you're wide open and the ball hits you square in the face, square in the hands, and you just drop it. Get that boy some stickums or something.
I'm telling you.
golly.
It goes
Boy,
back
some-
to the Georgia-Alabama curse. Every time we play him, dude turns into prime Randy Moss. Very next game, drops 4 passes.
He didn't even play that good against that Georgia, to be honest with you.
He
He
did
played
in the
terrible.
SEC championship.
He played terrible.
He had
Yeah.
2 or 3 catches where he should have been stopped. Bro,
He
breaks
had 2
free.
catches for 33 yards. And I bet you he had 5 drops on that too.
I don't know. I think he
Yeah, he has yet to have 50 yards since 10:25.
I'm not going to completely shit on him yet.
Eli, he has yet to have 50 yards since 10:25. That's 2 months.
I'm just
That's
saying.
2 months, and he hasn't had more than 4 catches, Eli, since 10:25.
I get it.
He hasn't had a touchdown since 11-8, since against LSU.
But he hasn't had to.
What do you mean he hasn't had to, Eli? These games that they've lost in.
But I'm saying
3 of
you look at
45,
these other
2 of
games,
33.
Lazier Brooks, Isaiah Horton, Jeremy Bernard, they've been their top guys. I mean, I'll be honest. If you've watched an Alabama game this season, Ryan hasn't gotten as many targets. Now, I agree. When he has been targeted, he's dropped it. But he has not. Like last year, Milroe force-fed him the football.
No.
I mean,
I
all
got it.
the time.
Let me get on this app.
This season, no.
No. We're not saving that young man. We're not saving that boy for that. No, we're not
Here
doing
we
that.
go. And this is coming from. I absolutely hate Alabama. So this is no bias of. Oh, I love Alabama. He's good. I hate Alabama. But I don't know. I also think the Madden curse comes into play, hitting the cover
Look,
of.
look at Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, he was
There
out
you go.
half the season though.
I'm about to say I don't feel like he did that.
I don't feel like he did.
I don't think he did anything either, but
I'm saying.
he's catching more balls than him.
I can think of a handful of
He's catching.
receivers
He's catching.
who I would prefer.
Damn, I think
Side
a hooker
note,
can catch more balls than Ryan Williams at this point.
Phillip
Jesus.
Rivers touchdown.
Did he run it?
Grandpa just threw a dot. But okay, so to the game. Other than that, I think Oklahoma shot themselves in the foot. They are 0-2 in the playoffs when having a 17-point lead or greater, or a double-digit lead. They had a big lead on us back in what was that? Hang on, what year? 2018.
You got it. Oh, what?
2018 Rose Bowl, and there's the Baker Mayfield year. Georgia come back, won in overtime
I thought it was 2017.
versus. Well, it was the 2018 national championship against
Oh.
Alabama, so it may have been 2017
season.
when the game
Right,
went
right,
down.
Right.
But and now this year, getting beat by Bama after having a 17-0 lead. Is he really digging that deep into Ryan Williams?
stats of Ryan Williams.
Holy!
I want to show this because they only show like drops and like targeted in like when the game is live.
I need to know, AJ,
What?
how many catches did he have against Tennessee?
This year?
He
Strictly.
had what, 7, 8?
5 catches for 87 yards.
Wow.
No touchdowns.
He must be a Tennessee and Georgia merchant. He decides he remembers his hands work.
He's a Wisconsin merchant. 165
5 yards for 2 touchdowns. Yeah.
Good God.
Anyways,
For Georgia, yeah, he had 5 catches for 43 yards in the regular season, and then again, second time, 2 catches for 33 yards.
Yeah, but
What the hell are you
them,
talking about, Georgia Merchant? No,
Because
he just sucks.
all of them.
He's a soft
all
ass
of them were
bum.
fourth down,
Get me on. No.
third downs.
No. No.
AJ is the world's biggest hater.
I am
Hey,
because
you know-
I know
hey.
he's a bum.
guess what?
I know
why-
he is,
You know why I
dog.
really want Ryan Williams is happy right now?
What?
Because you keep talking about him.
What?
Shut up.
He lives what, rent free in AJ's head?
Yep.
Okay,
Right.
all right. So let's move on to our matchups coming.
Stretch.
Here he goes.
Oh,
All
so
right.
wait, did y'all see what the Miami guy said about
Why
about
are you
Jeremiah
banging the
Love?
table?
No,
You guys see what he said?
What
You see
happened?
what he said on the IG Live?
good or bad
That
for who?
That Miami offensive lineman. He
No,
said,
what he
"You
said?
mad, Jeremiah Love?"
Damn.
Miami?
Yeah, the Miami offensive guard.
What the hell are we doing?
Yeah, he was. They were on Instagram Live. They were on somebody's Instagram Live after it. He goes, "You mad, Jeremiah Love?"
What the hell are we doing?
They still got to be talking about Notre Dame after the game's been played. But anyways, continue.
All right, first round or second round. Are we ready?
Matchups for next
Good
week.
for me to go top down,
Right.
and we'll update our board next week. We'll have it with the actual matchups on it because we'll have another episode before. But we'll go ahead and hit these. We won't make our predictions this week. We'll just discuss matchups, and then we'll discuss them again next week after we know some injury updates, things like that. So currently, at this very moment, Oregon opens as a 1.5 point favorite over Texas Tech in the Capital One Orange Bowl in Orlando. No, I'm sorry, in Miami, Florida. Don't listen to me. That will be on ESPN January the 1st at 12 o'clock. What are we thinking? And he is still hate watching Ryan Williams over here. I can see him
He's
in
asking
his
AI.
eyes.
He's asking AI.
Best believe.
AJ, give me your take. Oregon, Texas Tech.
Hold on, let me pull up
Have
the
him.
freaking
He's got it.
freaking thing. All right,
He's
Oregon,
antsy.
Texas Tech. It's gonna be an interesting one. I mean, people were like already. What I've seen, people have been like hopping on the Oregon train.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon's gonna go all the way. Oregon's gonna go all the way. And it's very true. If we looked at what happened last year, all these teams that got the month-long buys or whatever
Yeah.
lost.
It
and
hurt 'em.
didn't play well, and like Georgia, Oregon last year. That's the only two I remember. But
Hey,
anyways,
give Georgia a break. We both had to go through a freaking terrorist attack and postpone our game for a day.
oh yeah. No.
Do you not remember that?
I do, but I
Both
do still
teams-
remember a team winning at the end of
No,
the
I
day.
agree, but both teams like
It looked like one team was locked in for real.
And we won by like a fashionable, not by like a blowout or anything, but
casual.
happy.
You
It
did
was
have
a
a kick.
casual win. It
You had a
wasn't like
nice little kick
nail-biter.
return that absolutely destroyed
But
me.
anyways, so I'm interested to see how it's gonna go about this year. But I think Oregon, with all the hype that they might get and everything like that, they're gonna like get ahead of themselves maybe a little bit and maybe be a little stagnant like they were last year in the quarterfinals.
I think I agree.
And I think Texas Tech's defense is really gonna give them a number.
Give him hell.
Give him hell. Jacob Rodriguez, we've been talking about him a lot. Shut your
Is
face.
the Tech defense going to wreck him?
I don't know. I'm just saying. But wait just 1 second.
Oh, yeah,
Is the Tech defense going to wreck him?
I think the Texas, not wreck them maybe. Oregon could win this game.
Did
I
you
don't
know
really.
if the
I
reference
can't
ball-
make the pick yet, but I'm gonna say
Well,
that.
you still got another week,
I know,
so you
I'm
got
gonna
time to
s-
think on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that Oregon's offense is still gonna be very good.
Yeah.
The Texas Tech defense is gonna be surprisingly stagnant towards the Oregon's height
I agree.
right now. And then so yeah, we'll see what happens though.
AJ, you want me to say something first, or you want to go?
I'm ready.
Okay. If this is about Ryan Williams, up there on your computer.
No, just I'd never, not at least no Tennessee receiver has 13 drops in a season. But anywho, the Oregon Texas Tech, I think that'd be a great game. But I think if anything, Texas Tech has to have a shootout. No,
Really?
no disrespect to their defense, but I think it's more of their offense that is going to struggle more than anything. So if I were them, you'd want a shootout because I don't think the offense will score as much as people think. Yeah, the spread says 1.5. I think Texas Tech is a great team. I don't think the offense is as competitive
Fair.
as other teams. But then again, I don't know. Maybe Oregon comes in just as sloppy as they did that second half of James Madison. You never know.
Fair.
But in my opinion, I think it's going to be like a what's the right word? I think it's gonna be more like a It's gonna be more like a I'm gonna just keep saying like humma. What's that one playoff game last year?
Struggling.
No, you got it.
I know I got it real good.
Talking about like Ohio State, Texas.
Yeah. Like where Ohio State was basically in control the whole game.
A good game, but it feels
It's
very
like-
one-sided,
yeah.
even though the score looks closer than it actually is.
Yes.
And you think,
Oregon's going to be on that other
Really?
side of
so here's my concern.
I think the defense is good. I just don't think the offense can compete with just as how
Here's
much.
my concern with this game. I am at the moment leaning Texas Tech.
What a shocker! You're wearing red. It doesn't surprise me.
Well, here's my thing with it. I love Oregon. Love Dan Lanning. The James Madison game wasn't pretty. And I know they're going to come out fired up. But that Texas Tech defense is really good. I think we can all agree on that. They've got some dogs on defense. Oregon's defense gave up 31 points to James Madison. Now, do I think that Texas Tech's offense is bad? No, or the greatest? No. Do I think they're better than James Madison's offense? Yes. So I could see this being more of a like 21-24 closer than everyone thinks game, because I really don't think Oregon's offense is going to run with it. In the games where they have played good defenses this year, let me pull it up real quick. I'm sorry. It's being a little glitchy this year. Against Washington, they only had 26. Against
18.
Iowa, they had 18. Against Wisconsin, they only had 21. Indiana, they held them to 20. Penn State held them to 30. And they won that in overtime. So I just think I really, really like the Texas Tech defense. I think Jacob Rodriguez and the rest of them can hold it down. The mustache crew, if you will.
I just think it's a different thing because Texas Tech.
I said Texas Tech has had 2 games this season where they had less than 30 points.
No, I agree, but you gotta look at the thing. Like, no offense to the Big 12, but look at their schedule and who they ended up playing in the Big 12. They played really no high-powered offense, nor do they have to really play against good quality defense. Their best defense they played was BYU in all fashion. I want to say Utah, but at the same time, Utah looked very beatable. Some days Utah was a bipolar team. One day they're great, one day they're bad. It really depends.
But I mean, if we look at Arizona State, one of their lower games of the year, they scored 22 points. I mean, all I expect is them to score 21 to 24 points against Oregon. I think that will be the score to get it done for either of these teams. I think we'll go into halftime. It'll be like a 7 to 10 game, maybe even 7-7, something low scoring. And then I think the second half will get a little bit more action. But I think it's going to be, defensive. I really do. I think Oregon's defense isn't great. Texas Tech's offense isn't the greatest. Texas Tech defense is good. Oregon offense is good. I think it's all going to perfectly balance out, and I think we're going to get a really good football game.
Don't get me wrong. I think Byron Morton's a great quarterback and all that, but at the same time, we don't play as high-powered defenses.
I agree.
Not saying Oregon is the best defense,
Oregon has,
but they are a good defense. They have a good defensive unit. Dan Lanning and Tua, however you say is that defense coordinator's last name, gets them right every time. So I can't deny that.
See, my only problem with Oregon's defense, you look at James Madison on the season. James Madison scored more points on Oregon than they scored on Troy, than they scored on Washington State. One more point than they scored on Marshall. Significantly more points than they scored on like half of their opponents this season. So I look at that and I'm like, is Oregon's defense that good? Have they gotten away with playing some bad teams this year?
I think it's more that they have let their foot off the gas sometimes. Now,
I agree.
that Iowa game is a little asterisk because you got to think bad weather. It was pissing the whole time there. So I'm not going to.
That was a fantastic, fun game,
It was
by the
a
way.
great game, though, honestly.
But I mean, you
Obviously,
look at even
mistakes
like
were made.
Washington. You have 14. Washington was kind of in a slump at the end of the season. USC, you gave up 28 points. Minnesota,
But you
who
scored 42.
wasn't very. Yes.
And you dominated that game from start to finish.
Yeah. I mean, you look at Wisconsin. They haven't had much of an offense all season. They scored on them.
21-7, by the way. Let's make sure
Yes.
that's not
They scored
tripping
one
nuts
touchdown.
over here.
Yes.
Jesus.
But I mean, Penn State put 24 on them.
But yeah, I think that's a fully healthy Penn State roster.
But they still, I mean,
And
The weeks before that didn't look
7:30, Happy Valley.
I don't know.
Both teams undefeated. And he goes in there, calm, cool, collected. Dante Moore, no interceptions, no nothing. Goes and wins that game.
Well, and also,
and that defense
and
locked
I know
it up
this
in
is
overtime.
really picking hairs, but I mean, they gave up 30 to Indiana. No disrespect to Indiana. It's the same Indiana team that was just held to 13 points by Ohio State, who is a really good defense. So I just don't. I'm not sold on Oregon's defense at all, and I'm not sold on Texas Tech's offense. So I really think this is going to be a low scoring, but not 10-7 low scoring. That's where I'm at with it. But I really like Texas Tech's defense right now. I think that's the difference maker.
Like I said, I think it's just all going to come down to how well is Texas Tech at getting prepared
Yeah.
and sitting for however long, 3.5, 4 months, 4 weeks, whatever it is, and to see if they can really come
It's
out.
only a week and a half.
Huh?
Only a week and a half.
Since the last time they played?
No.
Since last time they
Yeah,
played.
that's what I'm saying.
That you meant like.
That's what I'm saying.
That you meant like coming up. That's what threw me off. I was
No,
like,
no.
what?
I wonder if they can hear that.
I'm sure they can hear Sugar barking, yeah.
Sugar's howling her brains
Maybe,
out.
maybe somebody's here. Sugar. I'm about to cut this
Please forgive us for this
You got
part.
to touch this, Eli.
I can just mute it. We can tone it down.
Cut it.
out. It's just catty. Sure. Knock it off. Nobody's here.
All right, sorry for the interruption. We had to take care of the dog. But so next game of the week, Alabama, Indiana in the Rose Bowl, January 1st at 4:00. Any early thoughts on this one? We'll be a little quicker.
Michael will be there at the game.
He will.
Michael will be there. We'll
Rep-
get you. We'll
repping-
hopefully get you all some good pictures, courtesy of Michael Waltman.
We'll put you on the pod right now for the
Yeah.
pictures if we get some.
We'll get some nice ones
But
for
hopefully
you.
he'll be rocking that drink hat that I gave him.
Yeah,
I know it's blue,
we
but
need to paint it red.
it was the cheaper option out of the two. I can't
Um,
lie.
But IU opens as a 6.5-point favorite over Alabama. Any early thoughts?
I think it's gonna be a ground and pound game. I think honestly
agree.
that Indiana offense is gonna try and get on the ground fast if they can.
Mhm.
I think Surratt is gonna get more touches. You can see him a lot more get touches. I think,
Yes.
in my opinion, a worse defense than Alabama, not as good as Ohio State. So I assume that he's gonna get a couple more. And also see the tight end work a little bit more.
Mhm.
I can't think of his name, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a little bit more touches as well. And I think it's gonna be Indiana. If Indiana can control that first half, they control the rest of the game. Depends if
Agree.
and Alabama, no mistakes, cannot make any mistakes whatsoever.
I think if we see second half Alabama from that Oklahoma game, this could be an interesting one.
But I feel like if you show that first quarter Alabama, you're losing the whole game.
Yeah,
You
I'm
can't-
gonna be
you're
honest.
not com-
You
you're not
start
coming
that
back.
slow against Indiana,
You're not coming
you're
that back.
cooked. Now, if they start like they did the second half, man, it could be a ball game. But I think big thing here is Indiana starts hot on offense, keeps it rolling early. I think it's going to be, like AJ said, ground and pound most of the game, but I think Mendoza's going to have to make a couple big throws. And I kind of see if Indiana starts hot on offense, SEC Championship Part 2. I think Indiana exposes Alabama for what they really are again, and I think we see the better team move on. Rodney, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think Indiana's, has a very, good defense to really put halt on what Ty Simpson did last game, and sorry, I get distracted. And so yeah, I mean, I think Indiana and they got much better offense and defense in my opinion than Alabama. And Alabama did have a great win against Oklahoma, and momentum could be a factor here.
I
like
agree.
I said, he was hasn't played
That
since
bye
the
week
Big Ten
hurt some people
champions.
last year.
By no
So-
bye weeks won last year.
So I really like
Yeah.
hitting that hard. I don't know.
Penn State wasn't a bye week.
Wow.
Ohio State wasn't a
Because
bye week.
Boise State, Georgia, Oregon, and
And
SMU. Wait, what was it?
Arizona State.
Arizona
Arizona
State
State.
had
So
the bye.
Texas won. Ohio State won.
No.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because Texas beat Clemson. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. Holy
know I'm right.
crap.
Yeah. So I'm really like hitting that hard. I'm like, it just depends on how well their coaches
Riding
are
the high or not.
preparing for that.
Yeah.
Like Kirby could definitely do a good job against Ole Miss, being like, hey guys, remember last year? Let's not do that again. Let's just settle into the game. Remember, we've been on for a while.
In the
Ohio State
same
can do it.
exact freaking stadium, too.
Yeah. Kirk Sneddie could do it. I mean, all these teams could do it. Texas Tech, maybe not, but
I mean,
all these great
the four
coaches.
teams in there this year, these four coaches, Signetti, who's Texas Tech's head coach? Why did I just blank on his name?
You got it.
No, I don't.
Yes, you got it.
It's-
Jerry Maguire
Thank you.
or
That-
Joey Maguire. Jerry or Joey Maguire. But yes,
It's
Coach
Joe. I
Maguire.
think it's Joe.
Yeah.
Maguire, Coach.
Coach
Yeah.
McGuire.
Yeah, I'd have never gotten that right now. Signetti, Kirby, and Ryan Day. I think all of them have the coaching ability to do that.
Yeah.
Last year, I will say, I think Kenny Dillingham, I mean, you go from
Got
playing,
robbed. Got robbed. I live on that to this day. Got robbed.
Yeah.
Should have been a targeting call. Should have been
Yeah.
inside the 15-yard line.
Shout
Should
out
have been
Cam
a kicker.
Scatterboo. Absolute.
Oh, that's
Hall
not
of
that
Fame
crazy.
game
I was
right
just talking
there.
about the team.
And then
Hall of Famer? Did you
Hall
say
of Fame game.
Oh, okay.
That was.
I was like, whoa.
Didn't he catch, throw, and run in a touchdown that game?
He didn't run in a touchdown.
I thought he
I
had
mean,
rushing.
sorry, he didn't catch a touchdown, no. He caught that ball, yeah, but he never.
Yeah, but he threw a touchdown too.
I don't know if he threw a
he
touchdown.
did throw one.
He touchdown? Okay.
That's what it was. But yeah, But I think this year, I agree with you, Rock. I think there'll be a big coaching difference.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we can move on to the next matchup you kind of already mentioned. Georgia, Ole Miss in the All-State Sugar Bowl, January 1st at 8 o'clock. Thank God I'll be off work at 6 excuse me.
You
you
work
work
on
on
New
New
Year's?
I work 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., so I'll miss the Orange Bowl and the Rose Bowl, part of the Rose Bowl.
Come on, bro.
You'll miss the Rose
You be
Bowl.
watching it during the work.
I'll miss it.
Yeah.
I got to use the bathroom.
Man, you know, taking a lot of.
But so
T-boss.
Georgia opens as a 6.5 point favorite. I think, Rodney, you hit it right. I think. Did y'all see the video this? I think I sent it to you of Kirby absolutely cussing the offense out.
Nope.
From the speakers.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, I've seen that a lot.
Well, he did it
throughout my
again
whole
this
time,
week.
yeah.
I think exactly what Rodney just said. I think is huge. If we go out like we did last year against Notre Dame off the bye, and which I agree. I think the SEC championship was awesome to have versus Oregon's been off up until this last game for what, 2.5 weeks? Is that what it was? They hadn't played since that last week, and then you had championship week, and then you had this. So 2 weeks of nothing. I think that can hurt a team versus like Ohio State. They haven't played. Well, no, I'm sorry. Don't listen to me. Big Ten championship. Forgot that they were in it this year. But having those 3 teams coming off a conference championship, hard games, you really only had a 1 week break in between. I think that could be huge. I think a little bit different this year. I think Kirby has his guys where he wants to be. I'm not sleeping on Ole Miss. I'm going to be honest. I do think it was stupid of them to put Kejuan Lacey back in the game while he was hurt with that shoulder injury. I think, what's his name? Head coach now. Defense coordinator.
You got it.
Is it Golding?
Yep, there you
Yeah.
go, baby. Look at you knowing.
Golding, I think he should have
Okay.
said, listen, Kejuan, just sit it out the rest of this game. They were up 28-3 at this point. You're good. We don't need you right now. Make him sit. Trinidad Chambliss, same thing. He took a huge hit.
And Austin Simmons came in and did pretty good.
Simmons did fine. I think you should have said, hey, we're up.
But you were only above a 10 at that time, so you got to
Yeah.
keep him in.
But Simmons could have handled it. And I think
I agree, but you
situation.
can't play. When it comes to playoffs, you don't.
I agree.
You go until you can't no more. You never show the other team you're hurt.
But you look at the first Georgia Ole Miss matchup. It was an offensive battle.
Exactly.
It was 43-38 final score.
And it was
You
poor play calling by Lane at the fourth quarter
but
to
you
make that game up.
cannot afford to have either of those guys out. I'll be honest. Ole Miss was the one team I look at this right now. As I said, I did not want to see first. Strictly because there's so much uncertainty around them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we saw them, they were a little stagnant, and I think that's not going to happen again. So I really am interested. Obviously, everybody knows I'm pulling for the Dogs. I absolutely think we're going to win. I don't like that 6.5 point favorite. I really don't. I think this is going to be a really close. I think it's going to be a lot lower scoring this time than it was last time. I truly think this will be a Georgia defense looks better than they did, better than they have this season. They finally picked it up. Shout out Sugar for getting out of the corner. She wasn't trapped today.
She got unstuck. She's been there for like 5 minutes, I think. She finally got out.
She did it. We're proud of her. But I think the Georgia defense finally decides to show up like they have the last few weeks. And I think if our pass rush is there, could be a different ballgame than the first time. But I also do think that Ole Miss defense is lethal, or offense is lethal.
Guess
Thoughts?
we'll find out.
Okay.
I guess we
I
will.
will say, I want to shout out to Ole Miss for wearing the best uniform combo out there. You know, to just really piss off Lane because he hates that. He hates the classic navy
blue.
gray.
Really?
Yeah.
Hates it. Hates the OG colors right there for the
Somebody
team.
in their comments said Lane left and took all the swag with him.
Probably did. I hope they don't wear powder blue the rest of the season.
Do we think
I
that
hope they just rock that navy. That
what
good
if
navy.
LSU ends up with a freaking like Mossy Oak helmet?
I doubt it.
That'd be kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Then you
And
get
finally,
that
our
jersey
last
that's white.
playoff matchup, number 10 Miami taking on Ohio State in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl. That will be New Year's Eve at 7:30. Ohio State opens as a 9.5 point
They go
favorite.
back to the Cotton Bowl.
2 years in a row.
Yep.
Beat Texas last year.
3
on
years
a-
technically.
Yeah.
Well, not
Missouri.
technically. That's a lie.
It was
Oh, wait,
Missouri
they-
in
That was
2020.
2020.
They rotate
Was that
the.
really that long ago?
Yeah.
Holy
no,
crap.
no. That was 20.
It was 20. Yeah, it was 23 because it was the year they got beat by Michigan and Michigan won the national championship and they lost.
Yeah, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, 3 years
Yeah.
in a row they've been in the
Because then
Cotton
last
Bowl.
year was Texas, Jack Sawyer strip sack touchdown, and then this year will be this. Any thoughts?
So they rotate the bowls.
Yeah, every
Because I
bowl
remember
is
last year
switched.
they were at the top. Like they weren't
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
tradition.
so
Yeah,
next year
everything's
the
gonna
3
switch.
seed will get the Rose Bowl.
What they need to do is the Rose Bowl needs to be the championship.
How did
game.
we get the damn Sugar Bowl again?
Yeah.
That's 2 years in a row.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, I'm not mad. I love watching us play in the Superdome. I love, actually, obviously being a Saints fan, love that stadium. But
Way to break it to you. It was either the Sugar Bowl or the Orange Bowl that you guys had to pick from. And
I like the Orange Bowl though. I think I like both
closer to
venues.
Georgia, you're gonna take Sugar.
Home game 2.0. I don't know. I don't like it this year. But
So you said that last year and what, y'all lose?
that's why I don't like it.
Yeah, right.
But maybe Kirby gets pissed off walking in those doors and fires them up, and they get redemption. I don't know. But
See.
either way, so Miami Ohio State.
Maybe you should have the people who aren't dressed to stay behind the benches.
Oh,
Eli.
what was that guy's name, bro?
I don't know.
I
47
don't
numbers
even
like
think
that?
about that.
God, what a bum.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, but
so,
didn't Alabama do something like that?
yes, they did this
This
week.
past
Yeah.
But it's okay. It didn't cost them anything. They were able to walk out fine.
Because teams adjust, you feel me? Made that adjustment to not let that bother them to keep playing.
You know that kid's no longer on the team.
He was
Cam Jones.
Yes.
What a pull. What a pull.
what a pull right there.
Well, AJ's dead.
I forget, bro.
All right.
Could have
So
he's wearing a splint. I wouldn't do
early keys to the game, Miami Ohio State. I think turnover battle is huge. Whoever wins the turnover battle wins this game. I think Carson Beck, if he holds on to the football, could be fun.
that. I don't know. I think Ohio State's going to force some mistakes on Miami's offensive end. I do not think they're going to have Fletcher running for 172 yards.
No.
So I don't know. Like you said, the play calling was
Subpar.
iffy.
It was subpar,
Yeah,
I would
you
say.
didn't- you didn't
It was,
see
a lot
that
of,
great.
it was a lot of we're gonna try and run the whole damn time instead of throwing the ball. I know the win's an issue, but at the same time you gotta throw the ball because they were open. I'm not gonna lie, like there were some slip screens and all that, like little drag routes that are open. Just hit them or just
and I feel
don't
like-
run the ball 3 times and get mad at Carson and then when you're punting. I mean,
I feel like Malachi Tony gets a ton of touches. I feel like every time I'm
yeah.
looking up at the screen, it's like Malachi Tony. Malachi Tony. I get it, boy. He's an athlete, but
I'm gonna say this: if I'm Ohio State's offensive line, I'm watching out for that D line right there.
Yeah.
Of Miami's. If I'm
Yeah,
Julian Sand, who
yeah.
has not been looking pretty at all this season, in my opinion, who I think is very overrated, and he can prove
And to
it all.
everyone on our TikTok saying that he was Heisman, shh.
As of right now, I'm 1 for 1 on calling people overrated. So, thank you. So,
Yeah.
I love how
In
I
my
had to
opinion-
meet him down low. He didn't.
I think Julian Sand is a little bit overrated. He's a great quarterback. He's a great player, but he's a little overrated right now. I didn't think
Fair.
he should have been the Heisman or should have went to New York, but he did. Hey, it is what it is. But
maybe that'll get to him.
I feel like he's going to be running a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking about him rushing. I think he's going to be like
that pos-
Patrick Mahomes in the 2020 Super Bowl type shit. Yeah.
Pulled that one out the archives.
I did, didn't I? Do you remember what I'm talking about, right?
I didn't really hear what you said. 2020? Patrick Mahomes?
Yep. Super Bowl. We played Tom Brady.
Oh,
Yep. Running for his
my bad,
life.
my bad.
Running for his life. Yeah, the Bucks.
That my brain didn't process that for a second. I was like, hang on. Yeah, that was. But hey, Mahomes still made one of the greatest throws ever.
He
Even though
did.
it wasn't complete.
Lost by almost 70.
The
it felt like.
sidearm vertical
Yeah.
sling, that was nasty.
Yeah. Almost lost by
But,
70. It felt like.
Hey, it was great. Brady got his final ring. Got the hell out of there. I love it. Love it. But
What
all
fan
right.
are you again?
I just like Tom Brady. It's my guy.
Okay.
Any day the Chiefs lose, it's a great day. Let's be honest. Side note, while we're on this, since we've hit a little NFL for a second, how about Gardner Minshew tearing his ACL? Back-to-back weeks, the Chiefs quarterback tears their ACL. The Devil's coming to claim his dues.
It's that dog magic.
What'd you say?
It's that dog magic.
That's that voodoo.
Their starter this week is a guy I've never even heard of.
What's his name?
Let me see.
Wait,
Let me
Look
see
it
if I
up.
can
Let's-
pull this out my
You
ass.
move to the next segment. Let him pull this up.
well, another NFL. I want to say, okay, just because he's on Monday Night Football right now.
Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football.
Sorry.
Hit it, Rockney.
Monday Night Football.
So what?
Football.
Football. Shout out Brock Purdy. Did y'all see his Christmas gift or his O-line?
Nope.
Brock-
Holy shit! They only have 2 quarterbacks on the
Brock
roster.
Purdy bought every O-lineman. They had the choice. He had them all parked out front of a brand new TRD Pro Tundra or Sequoia for his entire O-line. He spent $650,000 of his $900,000 paycheck for this season, which he signed that extension, which will go into effect next year. But he spent almost his whole thing on his O-line as a thank you. I think that's awesome.
That's pretty good.
I think that's really cool. And if I was an O-lineman and you bought me a damn TRD Pro Tundra, say less.
Yeah, shit.
Say less. You're never getting sacked again.
What?
I ain't never touching you.
That's the guy.
Better be paid for.
What?
The quarterback.
What's his name?
Chris Oldalkin.
What?
Never heard-
Oldalkin.
Wait, let me see.
I
his name.
never heard that.
Oldalkin. Olddukin.
Oh,
It's like
Ludicon?
a Disney star.
It's
All
a
love to-
Ludicon.
all love to
Where do
Chris,
you
but
play?
South Dakota State.
The Jackrabbits, baby.
He might be good then.
FCS national champion.
I
Should
bet
be
they're
good.
regretting getting rid of Carson Wentz, though. Because he played solid for him last year and Mahomes got hurt. So, who's their other backup?
So Ricky Shane Buchele.
Who?
Bum bitch. He's from SMU. He's a rookie.
So, what
He didn't play.
Oh.
He was at SMU, Eli. Who else was at
Kevin
SMU
Jennings.
last year?
Jennings.
And other than Shane, who else?
He's a rookie.
He was the
Said
third
everything.
string on SMU.
How did he make an NFL squad?
Oh.
What?
Combine.
Was he hurt?
He's a rookie.
Okay. You know what? All right. So we'll dive in real fast. Transfer portal. Huge names in the portal. There's about 100 starting quarterbacks, all in the transfer
Are
portal.
we gonna do this now?
Oh yes.
We're just we won't hit on it, but we'll hit on more next week. But just some big names that have randomly jumped in today.
Don't worry, we'll do a full transfer portal segment when it opens up.
Yes,
Don't
once
worry
it
about
officially
that.
opens. But a big one today was Byron Brown, USF, hits the portal. Auburn is favorite to land him, of course, with Golish going there.
Yep.
Let me pull
Another
this
one,
up.
Chaz Coleman, and the Penn State's star edge rusher, who's a true freshman,
What
coming
he-
out. So absolute stud.
Wow, love that. Here we go. Here's what I was looking for.
I have the whole list right
So
here.
right now, Brennan Sorsby, Cincinnati, Kenny Mitchie, Notre Dame, Dylan Raiola, Nebraska, Aiden Childs, Michigan State, DJ Lagway out of Florida, Colton Joseph, Old Dominion. That guy's irrelevant. Marcus Stokes, West Florida. He was the kid who was committed to Florida. Got in a little trouble for a video that was posted of him. That
Him
was
singing a song, enjoying
singing a
life.
song, having a good time with his buddies, and ended up losing a scholarship. And having-
No, it was just him by himself in the car.
I thought he was with
Nope.
his friends.
Just him by himself in the car
Well,
recording
he
himself.
lost his scholarship and ended up having to go to West Florida. Absolutely balled out at West Florida, and now is back on the Trop portal. Does this name ring a bell, AJ? Taven Jackson out of UCF.
You're a relevant person.
Zach Wilson's brother, leaving
he at-
Nebraska.
Wasn't he on IU last year?
Yeah.
Is that a different quarterback?
Previous year, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's at UCF.
That's crazy.
That's wild. But there's a lot.
I want to see where the guy from North Texas goes.
So rumor is
Oh,
not,
that's where I was getting Drew Matestamaker.
I wouldn't be surprised if he does not go to Oklahoma State. I think he is going to end up there, but I don't think.
Okay, cool,
I
that's-
saw something. Miami's a big fan of him.
that's
Well,
what I
here's the
saw.
thing. Miami's a
plugs
big
right
fan.
into that Carson Beck offense.
Miami's a big fan of everyone. They're a fan of Rocco Becht and all of them. Miami's going to be a part of every quarterback just because they don't want to develop a quarterback.
I agree.
So
Yeah.
anytime, like Byron Brown, they said Miami's involved in Byron Brown.
What
Of
about
course,
Sam
Miami's
Levitt?
involved. Miami's also involved in that, by the way. Hey, Miami's also involved in me at quarterback right now. I'm gonna wait until
You
the
know what?
portal opens, until like officially opens to see who they actually go
So,
after, because that's when it becomes public.
Two more names: Sam Levitt, Josh Hoover, TCU.
Josh Hoover.
There's some big names in the portal right now.
Technically, it's not the portal. Yeah, they're not.
DeAndre Moore.
There's
Right,
nobody in
right,
the portal.
DeAndre Moore, Texas, just hit the portal.
Yep.
Oh, I did not see that till right this moment.
Oh yeah, he's been in for a while.
So as a
Amarion Miller, wide receiver out of Colorado, their star wide receiver.
Wow. Rocco Becht, we said him.
Hey, Boo Carter, guys. You know, there's
saw
room on the
that.
street that it's
he
Louisville.
saying?
It's Louisville, and Kentucky, that are the top two
As
teams.
long as he don't go to Georgia, I don't give a shit.
Well, don't worry, he's not gonna need that SEC team because
Nobody wants him.
you can't.
nobody wants him. It's not matter. It doesn't matter why you left. It's a matter of how you left,
Right.
and you left like a bitch. So
So out of all those quarterbacks, okay, let's say hypothetically, Joey Aguilar
Does
doesn't
not-
come back.
okay, does not get that NCAA waiver. Okay.
She won't.
So who
Who would you
Well, what's his
want?
face just got it, so we fucking better.
Who did?
Thomas Castellano just got it, so we
No,
should.
he didn't.
Yeah, he's coming back.
I thought that was fake.
Yeah, it is.
I was about to say. That was fake, AJ. Don't do me like that.
Yeah, because I was like, I swore, never mind. But so who would you want?
Who would I want? I would want Josh Hoover, and this is why I want Josh Hoover. I want to throw as much money as we can at Byron Brown if we can, and then
Yeah, Byron Brown, you're not getting. He's going to Auburn.
well, he's keeping his eyes open.
But what's his face?
He's not staying at Auburn.
Ashton Daniels just hit the portal. Deuce
Yes.
Knight's in Auburn too, so that's possible.
I'm saying he's keeping his options available in case. But yeah, I'd really be Josh Hoover. Obviously, Byron Brown, if I could throw money at him because he's already been in the offense. And then also maybe
Crazy one who hit the portal.
fuck me then. All right.
Where'd it go?
Rocco Beck as well.
No, Bo Perbula.
You would like
He
Rocco?
hit the portal.
Yeah.
Somebody said Perbula's going to go to Virginia Tech. Follow James Franklin.
Could see it.
I can 100% see that.
I think Rocco Beck will probably go to Penn State, right? Follow his coach.
I'm going to be
Rocco
honest.
Beck. Betch.
No, it could go to Miami. He's a Florida kid. Or I could go to Florida State. He's a
Hear
Florida
me out
kid.
on this one.
He
Don't
wants to go
think-
back home. Remember on the street is.
You don't think he's gonna follow Matt Campbell?
I think he'll listen to Matt, but at the same
Oh,
time,
I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I thought.
here's a good one. Kenny Minchie. Don't sleep on Kenny Minchie in Knoxville.
I will sleep
Went
on
to
it
Pope
because
John Paul.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Went in
No
Hendersonville,
one's been
Tennessee.
in contact with Kenny. I can tell you that right now.
I don't think he's a bad quarterback.
I don't think he's a bad quarterback either.
I saw Kenny Minchie
I
go
just
to
feel like
Arizona
he's an
State.
SEC quarterback.
I did see that too.
Yeah, I saw him go to Arizona State. Kenny Minchie.
Yeah, 100%.
How about Trey Owens out of Texas? Just had to throw that one out there. I had to.
Kenny
other
Minchie's one of those guys. That was
He's
like
a good quarterback,
When
honestly.
Steve Angeli
Jake
hit the portal
Merklinger?
last year, it's like we're losing a good quarterback, but we already have one.
Hey,
So
what
it's
about Vanderbilt legend AJ Swan hitting the portal out of
Eli, once
App
again, we're
State?
talking about nobodies right now. You
I know.
somebody
I'm
else.
just throwing names at you.
I don't need to know everybody who's in the portal or going to be in the portal.
I'm
You
just
know
throwing
who's
the
actually
stupid
gonna-
ones.
Like right now, Chaz Coleman,
Chaz
Sam
Coleman's
Levitt,
big.
Drew Messamaker,
Byron
Byron Brown,
Brown.
Jontez Williams,
Jeremiah
Jeremiah Cooper, Brandon Sorsby, Dylan Mariola, Mateen,
Hey,
and
no,
Josh Hoover,
seriously,
your top 10.
big one who I do want us to keep an eye on, Jaden Baugh out of Florida, running back.
There you go.
That's
There we go,
a
Eli. Start talking about some ball right now.
Big
Let's go.
name. That's
Finally.
That's a guy. Also, Jay Crawford out of Auburn, corner. 6 foot tall, 180 pounds, was a 4-star out of high school. Started all year for Auburn. Hit the portal. He had offers all over the country and picked Auburn. So that's one I'm interested. I would love to see a big SEC school go after him. Another one just because he's a local kid. Steven Souls went to
No.
Powell High School out of Kentucky. I'm interested to see where he'll go. Not that I
Yeah.
think he'll go anywhere crazy, but
He ain't coming down. He ain't coming down here.
I'll
We
give
don't
him
want
his respect. He's
We don't
out of
need
Knoxville. Other than that, I'm waiting on the Cam Coleman announcement to hit the portal.
I think he stays.
I think it's going to happen.
when we get closer, or when the portal actually opens.
Yes.
What's our official date?
Next week.
Okay.
Next
Wait,
Tuesday.
I want to go through. I want to go through who we want on our teams. Not like actual player, but
Who
like
you gotta
position
replace.
that
Yes.
you would actually
Hey,
want to go after.
I
'Cause
remember Santa came early for me last year. I said when Zach Branch hit the portal, I wanted Zach Branch. And what happened? I got Zach Branch. Year before that, I said I wanted Trevor Etienne. I got Trevor Etienne. I love the portal. I'm ready for it. That's all I'm saying. Kirby does good in the portal.
Yeah, we should definitely do that. That'll be fun.
I'm down. Okay, so players of the week, and we will wrap this episode up. Everybody got theirs? I know. Rock, you
I'm ready.
working on 'em. AJ, so we'll start you off, and then you can come in when you're ready. Offensive player of the week, AJ.
I'm gonna go with JMU as quarterback.
Really?
Yep. Sorry, I'm actively pulling up the
Alonzo
stats 'cause
Barnett?
yes, Alonzo Barnett. Yeah, I just took
I
it.
love it.
23 48, 273 for yards and 2 tutties. I mean, not bad.
Yeah,
not bad
it's-
to go against Oregon, so I'll take that any day of the week. And then honestly, my defense player of the week, I'll go to knock it out while we're here.
Wow. Back to back.
Is gonna be what's his face? Blanking on it. It's gonna be a code. It's gonna be code defensive player of the week. It's gonna be Ruben Bain Jr. Obviously,
Damn.
he had 5 tackles, 4 solos, 3 sacks, and 4 tackle for losses. Absolute stud right there. And then Bryce Fitzgerald, 2 interceptions,
You took
one
it
to
from
seal the
That's what I was
game.
gonna pick.
Yeah.
Just
Wasn't he
Way to
filling
be in
in
the
for
right
somebody
spot.
too?
what?
Wasn't he filling in for
Oh, I don't know
somebody?
that. I don't know
Yes,
about
he
that
was.
much, man.
Okay, they said on the broadcast. He was
But
in
also,
for somebody
I
that's
just give a
injured.
shout out for the whole D line of Miami. Would it be
Yeah.
dogs right there?
Rocky,
Yeah, those are my team.
what you
Those are my
got?
players.
I was gonna say pretty chalked, but I was gonna say
Pretty chopped?
Mark Fletcher Jr.
I love it.
Chop.
I was gonna say Mark Fletcher Jr.
Love it.
I mean, he had a good game overall, but like AJ said, that 56-yard run towards the end, I mean, that kind of like
Helps seal
really,
the
really
deal.
boosted everything for him.
It's
And,
third down. I do
You gotta
believe.
love Mark Fletcher's story too. Loses his dad, diehard Miami fan, makes it happen, and his mom drives to every game because she's terrified of planes. Always there supporting him. Love it.
Yeah.
Love
So,
that.
yeah.
She his mom in the crowd.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
that's
was
great.
high. I love seeing all the crying A&M fans around her too while she's rooting on her son. Loved it.
Oh, and then I'll say my defensive player of the week is the same as his, Bryce Fitzgerald, 2 interceptions.
Balled out.
That's kind of balling out, bro. It's
So-
Marcel Reed, and we said it was a great quarterback. So.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go a little SEC action. I'm going to go with Trinidad Chambliss. 23 of 29, 282 yards, and a passing touchdown. And then he had 6 carries for 36 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. Absolutely shred that Tulane defense. Hopefully does not do that to my Bulldogs this week. And then same shot as AJ. Reuben Bain Jr. is my defensive player of the week. You already heard the stats from him, but same thing I said earlier in the podcast. A&M, you didn't know who he was because he lived in your backfield. Would you say 3 sacks?
3 sacks, yeah.
So,
4
yeah.
for losses.
Lived in the backfield. Yeah. So remember that next time, A&M O-line. All right, team of the week. I'll start us off. You good with that? As much as this pains me to say, I'm going to go Alabama. Everybody wrote off Alabama before the game even started, and they came out, overcame a huge deficit. So give me the Tide.
Yeah, I'm going to say Alabama too because, as a Notre Dame fan, it was one of those teams that Miami and Alabama were the 2 teams that he did not want to see win, and they ended up winning. So it definitely hurts a little bit more.
Yep.
But Alabama was a very, very big shock, and it was a good game for Alabama, even
looked really
though
good.
Oklahoma had a lot more mistakes than
I agree.
Alabama deserved to, get whatever. But I'll give Alabama.
Armando?
Wrong teams, fellas. Miami is my team of the week.
Really?
Honestly, you shut the crowd noise saying how you shouldn't be in, shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that. You lost to 2 unranked teams. Get the hell out there in playoffs. And they said, all right, guys, you take this and shove them up. That's what they said.
Like
and
it.
absolutely took care of business in there in A&M. So,
Yeah.
Mario Cristobal shows once again how trust that process. You
Hey,
feel me?
he didn't win the ACC, but he did win a playoff game.
That's true.
There you go.
First one in what? Forever? I mean, ever in Miami?
Yeah.
Bowl
All right.
game and playoff game?
It's not a bowl game.
No, it's not a bowl game.
No,
yet.
that's what I'm saying.
What?
He hasn't won a bowl game in Miami either.
I think he has.
No.
I don't
He's
think
been
he
in a
has.
bowl game.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yep, he won in between bowl
Second
games second
season,
year. Yep.
7-6.
Yep.
They beat somebody. See who it was.
Oh my God, I don't know.
It don't matter anywho.
It doesn't matter. But
But-
anyways,
Either
Yeah.
way, he's progressing. He's building the program.
He went from 5-7, 7-5
to 10-3 last season with the loss in the Pop-Tart Bowl, and then this year, 11-2
No.
now.
10-3 bowl game, then 10-3 again, missed playoffs, and then because there wasn't a 12 team when he went
I thought
10-3.
he's only been there 4 years.
This is year 5.
Oh, I thought this was year 4.
Nope.
no, I'm pretty sure.
Year 5, year 6 for him.
Well, either way, he's building the program. Great job, Mario. Start with our scrub of the week, AJ. You don't have one, do you?
I do.
Okay, you gave me that look.
I do. I'm gonna say Brent Venables. Honestly,
Wow. Okay.
I think you got to come out of that second half. You got to let a fire under your team. You got to get something going. That defense looked like hot dog water. Hot dog water in that second half. So I mean, you as a head coach / DC, you got to learn how to adjust and fix that. Never mind, you could have left Ryan Williams open. He would never caught the ball. But still,
Yeah.
like, can't give it up the middle every time. But I mean, it is what it is. You learn, you live. I mean,
Isn't it you live and you learn? Go ahead.
so yeah, but yeah, that's my top of the week.
Rocky, who you got?
I'm gonna say that Oklahoma kicker. Oh, sorry, punter. Excuse me, punter.
There
I
you
think, like I said, there's
Well,
something.
and the kicker, too. You go the whole special
I
teams
guess-
unit.
Yeah, you can go the whole
Throw
special
in the
teams
Lou
unit.
Groza just to miss 2 field goals.
Oh my God, you're right. How the hell does Shorty Shorts not make a 40 and 30 yarder with ease? And he's on the correct hash, but he can make a 51, 53, and 55 at Knoxville. Like, what the hell?
Lou
Sorry.
Groza, winner.
Doesn't make a single one.
Winner.
Doesn't make a single one, I don't think.
He made
Oh
one
my
field goal all night. I think he went
gee.
1-4.
There
You
you
go
go.
1 for 4?
Yeah,
Oh.
0-2 in bowl games.
Oh my
Pinch right
God.
goal. I knew I was right. I knew there was one in there somewhere.
So
He
I
was
right about Mario.
one. What?
Yeah, he's 0-2.
What?
He's 0-2 in bowl games. So.
Oh,
Anyways,
Should be
going.
1-1, but you know he
but
pulled
it's not a
Cam
bowl
Ward
game
at
either.
half.
That's not a bowl game. Playoffs is not a bowl game.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah,
before
yeah.
this week.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
This
yeah,
week
yeah.
is.
I was
When
like,
they were
what?
projected to be out, it was like, oh,
Yeah.
he's still not going to win anything. You know what I'm saying? But
I got you.
But
Okay.
yeah, no, that Oklahoma, just the whole, maybe the Oklahoma.
I do
special
know-
teams
so
coach
here's my
is
thing,
about,
hold on.
you
Here's
know,
my
like,
thing.
Get it together.
Here's my thing. Shorty Shorts can make a 51-yarder in the game. He can't make a 42 or a 35.
Didn't he miss another close one too?
He only had 3 kicks.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking Miami. He missed a 25-yarder.
Like, what? Hey,
So-
still didn't beat that record set by the Tennessee legend.
True. So, I agree. Kickers had a bad week. My scrub of the week is the playoff committee.
Oh, Lord, Eli, what are we doing? That's not a bum.
You just said this like 2 weeks ago.
They put
You were complaining
Tulane-
about all the teams and when they're playing.
Stir- Stirring up the
Tulane
pot.
got wiped off the face of the earth when and I'm gonna hop on this one now. Notre Dame was sitting at home. Texas was sitting at home. Vandy's sitting at home. BYU sitting at home. Tulane got
There's only two respectable people that you should be saying. As people
BYU and Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Let's keep Texas, who lost to Florida, out of here.
Texas, who beat Texas A&M.
Who lost to Florida and
Who lost to Florida.
Just saying.
Florida.
They beat the Texas A&M team that Notre Dame couldn't beat.
Florida.
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 But any of those 4 teams would have done the same damn thing to Tulane. James Madison.
Are we sure about that?
Hey, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say the hot take. I'm gonna say my hot take. Fuck it, I'm gonna say my hot take. Notre Dame looked better than all 4 teams.
All right, but now we're just jerking off the sky at
Miami,
this point.
Texas A&M, Oklahoma, and Alabama. We look better than all 4 of those teams. I'm gonna be honest.
That's a hot take.
I'm gonna say a hot take. I've been watching Notre Dame. I've watched every single game this season, obviously.
How hot was that take, AJ?
That's a Steven take. That's a
And
tad
I'm
take.
gonna
Like a
say that
jalapeno
I
or
think-
more
no,
like
I
ghost
think-
pepper?
Okay, maybe we're not better, but I think we could have beat every single one of those teams in the position that we were in.
Okay, that's a fair
Like
take.
an 8
That's
seed
not-
or
that's
the
not a
9
hot take
seed
then.
against whatever.
That's not a hot take then. Do you think you could beat the team? I agree. I think you could beat them too.
Yeah.
But I don't think you would have.
I'm gonna be honest. You maybe could have beat Oregon with how they played.
Yeah, no, I'm just.
They got
yeah.
34 points to James Madison. The same James Madison team that lost to Duke.
Respect the ACC
Also,
champ.
I found this.
Why
Actually,
is it a thing?
I'm not even gonna say. it. Go. Keep going.
I don't know, but I'm going with the playoff committee. Y'all wanted this stupid Group of 5 auto bid, and you let it happen. And what happens? Ole Miss basically ends up with the first round
blaming
bye.
the wrong people. You can blame the ACC conference. You can blame Miami for losing. You can blame SMU for losing. You can blame Virginia for losing.
Even if Virginia gets in, Ole Miss is blowing the shit out of Virginia. I mean, they're beating the crap out of Virginia. It's going to have been the same
Actually,
story.
I don't think Virginia would have.
It should have
played Ole Miss.
always been the 12 best teams in. Even at that, Oregon's killing Virginia. It should have been the 12 best teams in the playoff. It would have been because the highest champion, because Virginia was ranked higher than Tulane. If they would have won that, so it would have been Ole Miss, Virginia.
You can't say the committee. You can say the process of what the committee does. You know what I'm saying? Like
You can say the committee. They don't watch any games.
Well,
Let's
okay.
be
Yeah.
honest.
Who
That's
made
what I'm
the
saying.
rules for this?
sure, you can say that.
Who
yeah.
made the rules of the playoff brackets?
Every athletic director.
Okay, everyone who was on that board needs to be fired because this is the dumbest thing you've ever did. Because we easily could have. I want to be honest with you. Notre Dame in or out. If we could have gotten a Notre Dame A&M rematch, Notre Dame Miami, you could have gotten Ole Miss Notre Dame. You could have gotten Texas Ole Miss. You could have gotten BYU in there. They were 11-2 with their only losses being to Texas Tech, one of your
Blowout
top seeds.
losses.
But still, what are
Best team you played.
one of your
twice.
top seeds. I'm just in general, that would have looked so much better on paper versus every single one of the 2 of those games had a 20-plus point spread on them. That should not be in the playoffs ever. Ever.
I agree.
I turned off 2 of those games by halftime, which I turned James Madison on at the end because it got a little interesting, but it was still a 17-point loss. I don't know. I got to go with whoever. I guess not officially the playoff committee, but whoever made the rules for that. That's on you.
And even when I was going on my tangent about us being snubbed out of the playoffs, which is still very true to this day, you never heard me talk about how I was mad about the Group of 5s, right? Because I was like, it's the rules that they have in there, and I can't be mad at them for doing that, right? And it's just it's part of it, right? Like you're gonna have to have some inclusion of the Group of 5s. And looking back at it right now in this moment, it's like, yeah, we can be mad at it, but I'm still really not mad that there's a Group of 5 team in there.
But from here
Sure,
on out,
it's
it
not
needs
fair.
to be the 12 bet. Well, I guess we're moving to 16. Is it next season?
Maybe
Maybe.
it's still up in the air. I doubt
well,
it.
if
but
it gets voted in, even if it's 12, we need to change the rules. The top 12 best teams in the country are in. I don't care if you're Duke and you win at 8-5 and you win the ACC somehow. if you're not in the top 12 ranked teams, you don't get in because you hurt the sport by putting in these teams like this because we might as well just give an Ole Miss a bye week.
So if we stay at 12, peep this. Notre Dame, who's already signed a MOI, whatever the hell it's called.
MOU.
Damn, I was really close.
Whatever.
They play absolutely one team next year as of right now. As of right now, obviously subject to change barring how the season goes.
Right.
BYU, Miami is only one team?
You do play Miami?
Yes.
Once again,
We got to see how
to
Miami is though
change.
without Carson Beck next year and everything else.
See what Miami can pull out of their ass.
Same thing BYU.
You said about every single team.
No,
in this
BYU
modern
has their
era.
exact same team coming back.
Exactly, but it could be another. I mean, you saw them against Texas Tech, like you said. Could be another for Notre Dame.
They only have two ranked
I know,
opponents.
I know where you're going with this. If Notre Dame's in the top 12 anyways next year, they should be in the playoffs. It should be the top 12 best teams. I don't care. If you're 13, you're 13 for a reason. You don't get in.
So regardless, the exact same situation happened, but they are already in at 12.
Top 12 teams in the country, 1 through 12.
Okay.
I don't care if you're 13 and you're your conference champion. Tough shit. There's a reason you're sitting at 13. Top 12 teams in the country need to be in. So who is? Are you pulling those up right now?
No.
Can you? I'll pull it up.
I'm not pulling it up.
Real quick.
I thought we were done.
Well,
You said final statements. I gave my final statement.
we opened this can of worms.
Hey, we also
You
said,
opened this can of
we
worms.
also play SMU and Syracuse, who could be on a good
SMU
year.
could be interesting.
SMU
On a
could
good
be-
year. Be good.
SMU could be interesting. Syracuse has to get people healthy. But yeah, fella,
A little bit of heartburn there.
for the opponent, for the people watching, I've said my piece.
AJ's chilling
I'm
over here
good.
today.
I'm done for the day. I'm clocked out.
But yeah, I mean, like you said, Notre Dame, we have our MOU signed, and then I can't remember. I saw it the other day. It was like, and I'm not gonna be able to remember it or not. But it's like,
people icing you guys out.
I guess.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. If it's how I just said it should be, and we'll end it with this: 11 would have been Notre Dame, 12 would have been BYU. So we got an Ole Miss, Notre Dame, and an Oregon BYU. Would have been so much better. Texas, they got left out by one ranking. Fair. You lose the game to Florida. You're sitting at 13.
One ranking.
They're sitting at 13.
Who the hell jerked off Steve Sarkisian to get that ranking?
They beat Texas A&M.
No, he's saying he's the last man. Texas is the last team out.
Yeah,
what he's saying.
first team out.
They'd be.
And
they'd
then
be
Vandy-
middle
Vandy
tier
sit-
out. They'd be bottom of the barrel.
But Vandy
So you
sit
see
at 14.
Vanderbilt's ahead of him?
No, I don't think either of those teams are headed. None of those teams
But
be in the
then-
playoffs.
who's next after BYU?
Miami.
Miami's
They're
already in.
Oh, Miami's already in.
They're at 10.
Shit, not those two teams.
Exactly. Virginia?
Hell yeah.
So after Vanderbilt at 14,
they could have beat a
it's
good opponent.
it's Utah and USC.
What?
So after Vanderbilt at 14, it's Utah and then USC and then Arizona.
Fucking hell, put Utah in there.
No, bro. Now we're getting ridiculous, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. It should be the top 12 teams. Texas, they don't get in over BYU because you lose to Florida. Versus a 10-2 Texas team gets in over BYU because they would rank them higher. It fixes all of our problems. Every problem on the planet. You get the true best 12 teams in the playoff. End of story. We'll call it a day on that.
And Notre Dame's MOU will help that next year.
It don't matter. That MOU is gonna be burned real fast because it's not gonna be 12.
Well, and if you're a top 12 team, you should be in if it's period. Starting from now on. But either way, we want to thank you for joining us on week 17. We're almost to that special episode 20, and we'll end it off with a nice Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas week.
May have something brewing for you guys in a second. The day is coming, I will say. May have something brewing. Something may be brewing, Eli.
Is that what I thought about? Get nice and hyped up for it.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about either.
You do know. We've talked about it before, but
Okay.
something may be brewing. I'll say that. Something may be brewing.
Something brewing?
Something brewing.
Really brewing?
Stirring that pot. Get the boys right.
I know where we're going with this now. We're good.
He does not know.
He
has no clue.
I was like,
Maybe. I don't know.
whatever.
Whatever.
And I thought hyped up. You know,
What?
We got to get hyped up?
No, don't be hyped
That's
up.
what I was thinking.
Oh, wait, but no, we're going to get hyped up too, though.
You don't have to get hyped up.
But we will.
We could.
And we're going to get brewing.
We could get brewed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
Get a couple big things.
What?
Stir the pot.
What?
I don't know. What are we saying?
Sign out, Eli.
Well, we want to thank you for joining us this week, and we will catch you next week on the Benchwarmers. Peace out.